Hey guys, this is Matt Sneyd. Just gonna go take you through the property real quick that we're remodeling. We're a couple weeks later now and we're a little bit farther along. And I wanted to show you kind of the midway point about how the property looks when it's all torn up. So let's go take a look and you can kind of see how we're making progress on what I said we're gonna be doing earlier in the video. So in here in the kitchen, there's big changes. We've got the whole kitchen torn out over here. We've actually, if you kind of remember from the video, there was a sink and everything here. We've moved a lot of that plumbing over. We've taken out this whole wall like I talked about. Instead of just doing the half wall like we had thought originally, we're actually going to take the wall completely out. We're going to be putting an island that's going to be just right about here. New sink is here. And then we're closing up this part of the wall, and so it's going to just make this room feel a lot bigger. We have an island in place, which is going to be nice. We have a sit-up bar and stools, and some stools on that end too. We'll go take a look over here, just real quick as far as progress. Nothing too much over here. We just kind of ripped out all the tile. We're doing hardwood all over on the main floor. So we ripped out this tile, the hardwood's going to go into here. We're going to have tile in the pantry and the half bath, and a new vanity and stuff in there with granite countertops. So all the vanities in the master and kitchen and the half bath are going to all be matching. We're going to get that from the cabinet guy. Let's go look at the master bath too real quick. So in here, we're still going to be doing carpet in this bedroom here where we've got it all torn up. We got the tile torn up in the master. And so we're going to actually be retiling all of this just to give it a fresh look. You're going to make your money in your kitchens and bathrooms with this type of a house. It really, even though this tile is in perfect condition, we pretty much have to tear it up. We're going to be tearing up all the stuff on the side here and in the shower, just doing the whole thing in here. New vanity, so we're making good progress here. We've got a couple more weeks to go, but as soon as it's all torn up, we'll start putting it back together and making quick progress. It'll start to look like a new house in no time. Downstairs, we've started to do a little bit of paint and stuff like that to try and get going, so let's go take a look downstairs real quick and see the progress down there. So downstairs now, you can see we've done some paint. I wanted to get, even though we usually wait till the very end of paint, we took a couple extra weeks getting started on this project because we were coordinating with an interior designer and a couple other people to try and get the best opinion, everyone's opinion to form the best house as possible with everyone's opinion. So what we have decided to do is we haven't painted this part of the wall here because we're actually going to take out a good chunk of this wall pretty much all the way to about here, and that's going to open up into this the wet bar area that we have in there. So we had to get a structural engineer over here to see what modifications we have to do to make it sure it's structurally still okay. And we're actually maybe going to take out part of this wall that comes from the stairs over here and put a railing. So just trying to open up everything as much as possible. To do that, we're going to have to build some extra support in the trusses and stuff and leave a couple feet of the support beam up there, but that still is going to be better to have it like that. So down here we've torn up the carpet also. We're going to be putting new carpet. We were on the fence about keeping the carpet, but it's just something where we need to go new pad, new carpet, and get all new stuff in here. This is a big enough house that we're going to buy a large amount of carpet, so we're going to go directly to the warehouse of where they buy it in the Midwest and buy a big chunk in bulk to save us money on that, because it is such a big house that otherwise it'd be about $8 grand for carpet in this house alone. But yeah, we can take a peek in here. We haven't done too much else in this room besides tear everything out. Kind of got the electrical panels opened up here because he's gonna have to rewire and put some stuff in different places. We're not gonna have to change the boxes or anything, but opening up this wall, he just wanted to make sure we get all the electrical taken care of. Same with upstairs in the kitchen. When we took that wall out, we're gonna have to relocate some electrical. And then we got our theater room back here, but again, you can take a peek. Not too much else besides just being painted and taking the carpet out. So we're gonna actually leave this pole there, I believe, as it needs to be there for structural integrity. And then we can go peek downstairs, but not much has happened down there. We could take a peek at the bees. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be too much to see, but we got the bees taken care of that we had a problem with earlier when we bought this house. There was a huge beehive, but yeah, let's go peek at that real quick and then we can get out of here. Okay, we're down in the basement garage. This is where we had the bee problem, just right up here. If you take a look, we did cut out of here. We've taken care of all of that. We've patched it back up again. Now they just gotta mud it and then paint. What you do notice in here is what we're doing in this garage and upstairs garage, because it is a higher end home. We painted all the walls white. The ceiling's white, just really bright white, and then we're gonna put fluorescent, a lot of fluorescent lighting, because this is kind of gonna be the man's area. The other things we did in here is, if you take a look at the floor, we have painted it with an epoxy garage floor coating. That way this can kind of be his toy area for whoever ends up buying this house. We're also going to take a lot of the extra cabinetry and put it up against the walls in the corner that we took from the kitchen. Is going to go down here, and then just put some standard formica countertops on it. So that's going to kind of make it feel like a man cave in here. Same with the upstairs one. We'll take a peek at that garage too, because we did something similar. But adding that lighting, it just feels kind of like a high-end workshop. It's real nice if someone has motorcycles or ATVs or even a car built that they can keep down here. So hopefully that'll add to the wow factor of this house. Okay, now we're up in the upstairs garage. Same thing, I just wanted to point out, it's a good thing to do to the garage. This was already sheetrock and everything, so all we had to do is just give it a couple coats of white paint. We epoxied the floor, and we haven't added the lights in yet, but we're going to do the same thing here. Add in some really bright fluorescent lights, so it's just, completely lights up this whole place and makes it feel nice and big. It's going to be a nice place to keep your Mercedes or your BMW, whatever the end buyer ends up having. So it's a really good decision to do on high-end homes. All right, we're on the outside. Just a quick update of what we did here, and a quick tip of what you should and shouldn't do is we decided to paint the trim around the stucco and these pillars. The first time around, me and my contractor, our project manager, picked a tannish color, and then when it was kind of done, it didn't look that great. We thought it was going to pull out more of the colors from the brick and match up with the current stucco. It didn't look that great, so we paid a couple $100 to get an interior designer in here. She gave us an opinion on the whole entire house after we had kind of made most of our decisions. She decided to go with this color that's currently on there. I love it. I think it's a lot better than the tan color we had. And we threw some new light fixtures up, which looks good. They're on the two front pillars and on the side of the house. But it makes the curb appeal feel a lot better, with just really, I think it was $100 to paint that exterior stucco. Which, we had to paint it twice, so $200, but really for curb appeal, it's kind of a no-brainer to spend that much money, and a couple $100 on fixtures too. It's all said and done. Another thing, if we take a quick peek, is that we had just a regular door on here, but we got some carriage door hardware that we just threw up on there, and some handles. Just brings up a little bit of the feel of what that garage feels like, and a little bit higher end garage. We were trying to get a replacement top panel with windows in it, but unfortunately the maker of this garage went out of business and we can't get that. We'd have to replace the whole door. We decided not to do that for now, depending on if we can track something down on a used website or something like that, Craigslist, something like that. If we can get a door that way, then we'll go ahead and do it. But for now, I think we spruced up the feel, and once it's all cleaned up, it's gonna give it a lot better curb appeal. So that's it for now, and you guys can come back and take a look when it's all finished up and see what we have done and what it looks like. Thanks for dropping by.